Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? So thank you for checking out this video on this channel, One Rental at a Time. Just want to let you know that One Rental at a Time is dedicated to you. I am looking to create original content each and every day that helps you move from thinking about real estate investing, thinking about financial freedom through the entire journey to finally accomplishing financial freedom. My story is well documented and outlined here, One Rental at a Time, available on Amazon and Audible. But in this particular video, we are going to talk about something that I grew up with and you may grow up with as well, and that is the middle class mindset. As you will see in this video, I think the middle class mindset is dangerous. It's seductive. And if we don't take the time to recognize the things that we think about and we put them in their little box, that we too could succumb to the middle class mindset. So as we get started, do me a favor. If you like this concept, hit thumbs up and please give me a subscribe and help us grow this channel and help everyone be just a little bit better each and every day. Let's get started. Share screen. All right, so here we go. So again, the middle class mindset. And this video is really being created because I want you to appreciate when it kind of sneaks up on you. The middle class mindset is seductive because it really provides comfort. It gives us a big warm and tells us we're like everybody else. And it doesn't go too far. So let's talk about things that I think are really at the core of the middle class mindset. First and foremost, this is something that I thought about, right? Think back when you were in high school or you watched your parents. In my world where I was growing up, it was like, man, if you can work 40 hours for 40 years and then retire, that would be great. What I didn't know is you were working 40 hours for 40 years to live on 40%. That third 40%, dude, that's dangerous. Nobody was telling me that. I would see my dad go to work, come home, go to work, come home. Well, let's be clear. I wouldn't actually see him. There were months and probably years that I didn't see my father Monday through Friday. He would leave before I got up and come back after I was asleep. We might see him on Sundays when he sat down and got drunk and watched NFL football. But other than that, didn't see him a lot. But remember, you don't have to succumb to the work 40 hours for 40 years to live on 40%. That is the middle class mindset. There are options. I mean, when I was growing up, it was 65. Now it's 70, 72. How many articles, how many conversations are, boy, I'm going to retire when I'm 70, 72, 75. One of the things I've been lucky enough to do in my life is travel and get on cruise ships. Yes, I am that guy, that young man who's been on cruises, probably 15 or 18 of them. And it's amazing to see how many people are taking their first cruise in their 70s. And let me just tell you, taking a cruise is awesome. You unpack once, you get to get all dolled up and have a lot of fun. But you get to go to a lot of cities and countries where it's not really easy to walk. One of my favorite visits was Estonia, Tallinn, Estonia. Boy, you could not walk there. You couldn't fit a wheelchair. So to be 70 years old and try to walk in Estonia is dangerous. Greece, one of my favorite trips. Man, it was hot and lots of walking. You don't have to wait until you're 70 to retire and enjoy life. That is totally a middle class mindset. Here's one. Dion was nice enough, as an interview we did this week. He talked about the spending rise. He called it life creep, right? Your spending rises to consume every dollar you make. I wrote about it in our book. I've talked about it many times that I was a complete idiot in my 20s. I was lucky enough to go graduate college, get an MBA, and make six figures before I was 30. But this idiot spent every penny. Every time I got a raise, commission, bonus, spent. I mean, like spent. on just dumb stuff. That is the middle class mindset. I deserve it. I need it. I did this. I did that. Wrong. This is one that was big for me. Maybe it was big for you or is big for you. It's buying things you don't need to impress people you don't like. I cannot tell you how many times I bought an expensive suit, a watch, belt, shoes, so that when I was sitting in a sales QBR, quarterly business review, which happened every quarter, I would get those one or two comments. Nice suit, nice tie tack. I'm just all this stupid and very expensive things I wasted my money on. Tens of thousands of dollars just lit on fire. Completely the middle class mindset. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, I thought the more income you made, the more successful you were. I didn't know any difference. I thought somebody who made 100K was better than somebody who made 50K. I thought somebody that made 200K was better than someone who made 100K. Wrong. That is a middle class mindset. It is not how much you make, it is how much you keep. It is not how much you make, it is how much you invest. And again, I've said it many times and will continue to do it. If you haven't played the cash flow game from Robert Kiyosaki, know this. It is far easier to retire early or get out of the rat race making 50K than it is 100K. Trust me, I've played the game hundreds of times and I hate being a doctor or an attorney in that game because it's painful and it's slow and it's no fun. This is a middle class mindset I have had and many people in my family have had, and that is the rich cheat. That's simple. Rich cheat. The only reason they're rich is because they cheat. Well, some of them cheat, right? There was just a report on CNBC about some billionaire who had a record tax judgment who admitted to 15 years of cheating on his taxes. It happens. We have plenty of cheats that are rich, but trust me, the average rich person doesn't cheat. They don't. They run small businesses. They live below their means. They are what the millionaire next door talks about. They just live a simple life. To think all rich people cheat is the middle class mindset. Stop it. I am too busy for a side hustle. First and foremost, please realize that having a side hustle allows you to deduct some legitimate business expenses from ordinary expenses. Think cell phone as an example. Think computer, perhaps, as an example. Work with your accountant to work on the list, but side hustles are good. In addition to that, a side hustle done long enough, like buying rental properties, can ultimately turn into financial freedom. 15 years in the making. It's okay. I worked 60, 80 hours a week, raised a family, and still had 20 minutes a day to learn my market and move forward. Here's one. So many people say this to me. I'll do it. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll get there. That is the middle class mindset. No, you won't. Take action today. If you want to start real estate investing, buy my course today. Do the work I talk about. I'm only telling you to do 20 minutes a day. Stop telling me you're going to do it tomorrow. It's $199. Buy it, start with video one, and get to work. You won't get to it tomorrow. Something else will become important. Some other thing will be there. If you want to change your life and have a better financial future, click the link, buy the course, get added to the Facebook group, and let's go. Another one that I hear too often and I really feel for is I'm going to invest with this person, some social media person, somebody out there, because he and or she is successful. Well, how do you know? Because they have a fancy car and a private jet and some fancy watches? Really? That's what you deem successful? They have 1 million followers on YouTube. That makes them successful? I would tell you successful people aren't flashy in most cases. Being flashy is expensive. Being flashy is wasteful. But boy, being flashy gets you lots of likes and thumbs up and subscribers. So I get it, but that's not success. This actually should say talk net worth, not network. So this is talk net worth or income. Too many people talk about what they're worth. Like, I'm worth X, or I own X amount of millions of properties. Who cares? You own $26 million at 29. Who cares? Tell me about your cash flow. Tell me about your passive cash flow. Don't tell me about your net worth. Net worth is, I don't want to necessarily say fake, but it's an opinion. It's an opinion of what stuff is worth. And I have seen net worth disappear. Another one is income. Folks, income is not the problem. It's not the number. If you're going to talk to me, let's talk about net income. Or better yet, let's talk about how much is left over at the end of the month. You can be a doctor making $4, $5, $800,000 a year, and you're living on credit cards because your debt structure is wrong. Your cost of living is wrong. Stop talking net worth. Again, it should say net worth, not network. I apologize. Or income. Don't talk those. They're nothing. Talk about passive cash flow or your net income or savings. Far more important. I can't do what they did. One of the things I like about this channel is I've been lucky enough to interview people from all walks of life. Felons, high school dropouts, people who started in their teens, people who started in their 50s. And all you have to do is find one example that is like you, and that is proof positive. And the beauty of one rental at a time is it has been a proven path for thousands and thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people over the years. I just happened to write about it. It's now recommended by Forbes, actually, as one of the top 15 books to read. So if you want belief, you want to see someone did it, go to Amazon, go to Audible, pick up your copy today. Talk about a total middle class mindset I had. Whoa. I always figured I'm going to be the CEO, CXO, president someday. I figured the higher in the corporate ladder you were, the better. It wasn't until I was around 40 that I looked up the org chart and realized that I had no interest in that life. Yes, all of them made god-awful money, but they were all overweight, all divorced and probably divorced a couple of times. They all were addicted to things, either illegal or legal things. And there's nothing about their lives that I wanted. The life of one rental at a time is far better. It's far better, far more enjoyable, less stressful. And you get to do what you want with whom you want, when you want. It's awesome. In the end, the best thing I've created, you want to take action today. Stop procrastinating. Stop letting the middle class mindset control you. It's called How to Get Started, One Rental at a Time. And when you're ready to do the work, pick it up and I'll be there to help you out. So at the end of the day, the middle class mindset is seductive. I've acknowledged it in plenty of videos over the years, but it's still there. It still gets you. It still sneaks up on you. And if you're ready to keep moving forward, take one positive step every day, I'm here to help. Take care, everyone. Have fun. Bye.